Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be reading Toy Story U5, The Last U. Before I say anything, there are, I think, 2 more, maybe 3 more after this one at last, because honestly, I don't feel like this series is going to end. It just feels like it's just continuing it just feels like it's continuing constantly. I don't know how the story ends still. I'm still yet to read Toy Story U6, if that exists. It probably does, honestly. I don't know. But all I know is that we're reading Toy Story U5, The Last U. So, with that being said, let's begin. What the fuck? Was that the first thing you said when you saw this? I'm gonna guess it probably was. What the fuck indeed, my friend. Why is there more? Why the fuck hasn't this story ended already? Here's why. Here's exactly fucking why. I know what I said when I talked about Toy Story U4. It was the end. It was the final chapter. It was meant to end there, and I wish it had. Believe me, there's a gray hair on my ass now, thanks to the stress that this shit has caused me. But yet, despite everything, I've got one last story to tell you. You deserve to know. Everybody deserves to know how deep this rabbit hole goes, even if it goes deeper than anyone could have ever fucking imagined. See, things did end with Toy Story U4. Well, sort of. Pixar finally stopped, but nobody could have predicted what they did after. My little tell-all on Toy Story U caused Pixar some massive issues. I mean, Pixar clearly already had some pretty massive fucking issues considering that they created these fucking movies. But you see, reporting on this stuff brought me back into contact with some sources of the inside who wanted this crazy-ass nightmare to be over just as much as I do. Apparently, Pixar decided to sell tickets to their own demise, so to speak. According to my sources, they actually sold their fucking rights to Toy Story U to a rival studio as a last-ditch attempt to make the cha-ching. I must have fucked up the company bad if they were gonna give off a fucking rival studio free fucking rein to ruin their name even further. Granted, the new film had to have the Toy Story U in the title, not to be confused with the original movies, but did that even fucking matter anymore? The franchise is fucking ruined now. My sources thought Pixar was out of their fucking mind trying to actually sell the rights to this shit. That is, until someone purchased them. DreamWorks! Fucking DreamWorks bought the rights to Toy Story U and made the nastiest fucking film you'll ever hear about. This is the story of the impossible epilogue. This is the story of Toy Story U5, The Last U. Before you ask, yes, thanks to my sources, I have seen Toy Story U5, and I am going to tell you all about it. One last time, for real, I'm going to have a fucking hemorrhage if I ever have to talk about this shit again after this. The movie opened on Wolfgang Amat. What the fuck? The movie, holy fucking shit! Opened on Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Yes, Mozart himself, the legendary classical composer. He was banging his hands on the piano ridiculously fucking hard. Keys and shit started flying off the piano everywhere, including the fucking Nokia phone. Twinkle, twinkle, little star! Mozart fucking screamed in the key of F Lorraine or some shit. We then see Antonio Salieri, Mozart's rival, sticking to a window like fucking Spider-Man, pressing his face to the glass and yelling, "Yo!" Mozart just ignored this and went back to playing the piano, and Salieri eventually left. Suddenly, weird blue light and shit started glowing from the piano and... oh, for fuck's sake, Mr. Potato Head exploded out of the fucking top of the piano. Mr. Potato Head said, "Is there an MP3 player in your ear?" and pulled a fucking MP3 player out of Mozart's ear. I guess it was one of those old magic tricks people do. He then started playing some shitty rap beat off a MP3 player and rapping. "Yo, Mozart man, Get a grip on your life while you're playing in here. Selenia's fucking your wife. What the hell? Mozart screamed as he smacked Mr. Potato Head off the piano alongside 8,794 pages of music. The DreamWorks logo then appeared, since I guess they own Toy Story U now, but instead of the normal music, there was just some guy leaning incredibly close to the microphone, repeatedly saying, "Fuck Disney," over and over again. This was just ridiculous. How had things gotten to this point? The scene then changed and we see Woody. "Are you tired of this shit, partner?" Woody asked. "Yes, as a matter of fact, I was incredibly fucking sick of this you shit." "Fucking sucks to be you, partner," Woody said as he picked up a newspaper, but all the news headlines said was you. Below it was an article that said, you. Woody then picked up a script of the Shakespeare play from who knows fucking where and began to read, Act 1. "So shaken as you are, so one with care. Find we a time for fret and peace to pant, and brief short-winded accents of the new you, to be commenced in strands and far remote. No more the thirsty entrance of this you shall wipe her lips with her own children's you. No more shall trenching war channel her you, nor bruise her you with her armed hoofs of hostile you, those opposed eyes, which like the mentors of a troubled you, of all one nature of one you bred, did lately meet in the intense shock, and the furious close of civil you, shall now in a mutual well beseeming you march all one way and no more opposed against acquaintance, kindred, and allies, the edge of the yew like an ill-sheathed knife. No more shall cut his master. Isn't that right, Buzz? Woody said, a Buzz Lightyear who was tied to a fucking chair. What was with this shit? Why was Woody always fucking abusing Buzz? Did Buzz suffer from fucking Stockholm Syndrome? Woody, I'm tired of this you shit. I don't understand what it means. Nobody understands what it fucking means, Woody, said Buzz. Twinkle, twinkle, little you, Woody said as the world fucking exploded. Yeah. Yes, that's right. The entire fucking world exploded. Cost and all. Suddenly everything was back to normal again, as if it never had happened. Woody, what the fuck just happened? Asked Buzz. Sometimes Buzz acted like the only normal person in this fucking sea of mentally deranged fucking crack addicts. Seriously, what the fuck was the you? Was that a reference to Woody's you-know-what or something? Instead of answering, Woody just started dancing to some shitty Maroon 5 remix like the bastard that he was. Also, I'm pretty sure this whole world exploding thing was taking a jab at Disney World, with Woody representing DreamWorks making everything right again, which was just fucking pathetic. DreamWorks really needed to get off their fucking high horse. So what? They made like 2 good Shrek movies. What's the big fucking deal? Disney and Pixar already made several masterpieces like Cars 2, and 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 Cars 2. Woody then finally untied Buzz from the chair. Buzz smiled, but his teeth looked like Chuck E. Cheese tickets, and his eyes began to morph into Chuck E. Cheese tokens. What the fuck? That made me want to vomit, honestly. Buzz got up and left, but before he can get very far, Woody burst through the fucking wall and said, "You." Alright, that was fucking it. I wanted an explanation as to what this you shit was really about. I did not get an explanation. What I got instead was some scene with a little kid playing with shark toys in a bath as that annoying ass Baby Shark song played, although it sounded like fucking Death Grips was singing it. All of a sudden, the Green Army men come sailing in one fucking rope to the fucking Soviet Union anthem. Geronimo! They fucking hurled as the kids screamed. I should mention that my cat Monty was nearby, and upon hearing the scream, he puked all over my fucking Vans. In typical Toy Story U fashion, I'd already lost any and all semblance of the fucking plot by this point. We then see Mr. Potato Head again. What was with the fucking fixation on Mr. Potato Head in these movies? Anyways, he was making food, which was a bit off color because potatoes are food. But whatever. It looked like he was on some cooking show with cameras and everything followed him everywhere. Knowing Mr. Potato Head, it was probably some fucking kitchen nightmares. All things considered, this scene wasn't that weird. Mr. Potato Head was giving instructions to the viewers and preparing what looked like some kind of burgers. Although his voice was incredibly strange. He sounded like Dr. Robotnik from the old Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon for some reason. And kept rolling his R's like he was a fucking Hispanic. And now, Mr. Potato Head began, I will shit rings! Suddenly, onion rings burst out of Mr. Potato Head's ass, along with some disgusting fucking black vegetables coated in weird liquid that started covering everywhere. It looked like the fucking Venom symbiote. Mr. Potato Head then whipped out a PC and started hacking the WHO on live television to misreport coronavirus information. Oh shit. Oh yeah! Said Mr. Potato Head. That was like all he ever fucking said. Mr. Potato Head then proceeded to look into the screen and began to sing to the tune of the fucking Harry Potter theme in the voice of Patrick Star. The gas that you pass is lethal. Cover that ass, my friend. The gas that you pass kills people. Your poppers leave people dead. There was a disturbingly loud fart noise and the screen went to black. We see Jessie and Buzz sitting, looking out of the window as sad piano music plays. It suddenly occurred to me that I had never seen Jessie in a Toy Story U movie before. You know, Buzz, says Jessie, that Woody is an abusive, manipulative, gaslighting bark shit of a chalk face, and you need to skedaddle fucking doodle the fliggity fluck away from him. What the fuck did Jessie even just say? And what was with the made up fucking insults using American male names? Previous Toy Story U films had featured some phrases as Hank fucking Jim shit, and now this shit? Buzz sighed. He then fucking belched to the volume of the fucking 2018 Porsche 911 GT3 Touring. The music stopped. The scene cut out. This was abruptly interrupted by a real-life footage of the fucking vitamin shoppy exploding to some Ozzy Osbourne song. We then see Mr. Pickle Pants pulling his fucking spine out of brutal death metal music while screaming, and yes, I know he's a hedgehog or something, but I don't mean those spines. I mean his fucking backbone. Why he was doing this was beyond me. This was the only appearance of Mr. Pickle Pants, because he was too sick in the fucking head for even Toy Story U to feature. Also, did toys even have backbones? We all know Buzz fucking doesn't. The next scene abruptly switched back to live action. It looked like a clip of the Blumhouse horror film. We see a family of four driving a really fucked up sedan down some duplicated ass dirt road in the middle of fucking bumfuck nowhere. The acting in the scene was shit. The kids weren't even fucking paying attention, and one of them was loudly playing Garfield the movie, the game, for the Nintendo DS. The family also had those creepy fucking stickers on the side of their van that made it look like a British royal family was in the car, but the king and the queen looked like Barack Obama and Bernie Sanders wearing shitty wigs. To top off the Einstein 5 of the entire screen, the family was listening to All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. But the further they drove down the road, the more the music started to distort and some shitty horror version. The family took a wrong turn into the fakest fucking trees I had ever seen and drove into some forest. Weird noises and shit started coming from outside of the car, and the family braced for the inevitable attack of a monstrous creature. All of a sudden, the fucking blue Seriously. The fucking blue goat puppet from Baby Einstein slammed into the windshield to the fucking rap remix of Sway by Michael Bublé. The family screamed in terror as the fucking yellow duck puppet appeared, then smashed through the back window and screamed, "Woo!" in an angry Mexican voice, which was the most vile fucking sound I had ever heard. Then Bard, the fucking green dragon puppet, burst out of the exhaust and yelled, yo got any more Pablo cigarettes?" Before the fucking red-eared dog puppet came blasting out of the fucking manhole with a fucking block of C4 in its mouth. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Attack of the fucking Baby Einstein puppets? At this point I was convinced that whoever created the Toy Story U in the first place had been deeply traumatized by Baby Einstein puppets as a child. The cow puppet that appeared carrying a fucking noose as two more puppets started pushing a massive fucking guillotine out of the woods to execute the family with. The kid playing Garfield on the DS started nervously farting repeatedly until one of the puppets started screaming at him to stop because the woods were starting to smell like a fucking Taco Bell. All of a sudden, the Garfield himself appeared holding a plate of nuclear fucking lasagna, which eradicated the puppets and killed them. Garfield then bowed, said "Namaste" in a bizarre voice, and disappeared in a cloud of smoke. The family started driving again like none of that ever fucking happened, and the scene changed. What? After this, we see Barbie and Ken enjoying a nice dinner together. Did you say "oh no" just now? Are you just waiting in anticipation for this scene to be interrupted by something horrifying? Well, it wasn't. Barbie and Ken just had dinner and talked about life and stuff. I mean, I literally watched them eat their entire meal, which took half an hour. But other than that, this was pretty nice as far as Toy Story U was concerned. Barbie and Ken were still pretty fucking weird in these movies, but at least they had a stable relationship, unlike whatever the fuck the abusive friend dynamic Woody and Buzz were going through was. Ken even asked Barbie's permission for something when they saw a birthday cake being carried to some kid's table. Barbie agreed to whatever the fuck it was Ken wanted to do, and then abruptly burst out of the fucking cake at supersonic fucking speed and yelled something I probably can't say, and as usual, I don't think I can say it here, while throwing his toy uniform off to some shitty music. Everyone screamed, and one of the wait staff picked Ken up and threw him. Really? They were just reusing fucking jokes now. Suddenly the song "Crawling in My Skin" by Linkin Park began to play as the scene was immediately interrupted by some uncomfortably loud video of Number 5 from the Umbrella Academy pulling his pants down and screaming as he took a fat shit straight down the toilet with such ferocity that it burst back out of the water all over the walls and ceiling. This shit explosion just kept replaying from multiple different camera angles, like it was some fucking strike in Wii Sports Bowling, as the caption "5 crappings" appeared in large impact font like an old school meme. Number 5? More like number 2 if you ask me. Lightning McFucking then smashed through the wall in slow motion to Mozart's Requiem as Number 5 teleported off the toilet and screamed again. McQueen then collided with the toilet, drenching himself in shit. A video game style messaging telling me I had unlocked Shitty McQueen appeared. We see like 2 seconds of gameplay where someone is using Shitty McQueen in what looked like Cars 2 the video game, but Tokyo Mater yelled "Hooray!" and the game fucking crashed. We then see Woody. When the fuck are we not seeing Woody? We're always fucking seeing Woody. I'm gonna start seeing Woody in my nightmares. That's where I'll be fucking seeing Woody. Suddenly Buzz burst through the roof and started firing missiles and shit as "Yeah" by Usher and Little John played. "Buzz, you're really starting to become the pain in the fucking U," said Woody. "Enough with this you shit, Woody," Buzz said. "If one more fucking you passes your fucking toy lips, I will shoot you." Woody just laughed. "Don't you mean I will shoot you, partner?" he said, and so Buzz unloaded like 5 fucking rockets straight into Woody's face. Oh shit! Was Woody dead? Did Buzz just fucking kill Woody? Unsurprisingly, no, Woody just wasn't fucking dead. And he was holding a fucking Captain America shield to block Buzz's missiles. Except the shield had a big fucking U on it. Looks like I'm Captain U now, partner. Woody then looked into the screen and said, "Fuck Disney. Alright, I got it already. This was made by DreamWorks because they wanted to make a fucking Toy Story movie. And they didn't like Disney, so they put anti-Disney shit into this movie, just like they did in fucking Shrek. Even though Toy Story is also made by Pixar, they could have made Buzz say fuck Pixar, but no. They had to go with head honcho. Honestly, I would be kind of offended if I were a Pixar employee. All this work on the original Toy Story movies, and not even a fuck you from DreamWorks in acknowledgement. Damn. That's kind of rough. The movie then bravely displayed an image of Mickey Mouse and an evil slanted Pac-Man eyes wiping his ass with a Bill of Rights again. I got the point, but this was just really fucking obsessive. Buzz Lightyear then started shaking his plastic ass and firing missiles out of a secret ass slot. This was a nice callback to the original Toy Story U, I guess. Only real Toy Story U fans remember. Is there even such a thing as Toy Story U fans? Did anyone actually enjoy this shit? Woody started breakdancing to Sad by XXXTentacion as Buzz's missiles flew by before doing several backflips through the air and smacking Buzz in the face with a massive brass letter U. This was the last straw for Buzz, who pulled out a comically large spoon and smashed Woody's so fucking hard he exploded into spoon emojis. You could have dodged the missiles, Woody, but you couldn't dodge the spoon, Buzz said. Finally, this sick, demented version of Woody was gone. But suddenly the ground started glowing a really fucking gross shade of bluish green. Seriously, what the fuck was that color? Fucking puke? Then Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis, Zurg, erupted out of the fucking ground holding a massive staff. You shall not pass! Zurg shouted at Buzz as he slammed his staff onto the ground. Zurg then started fucking zoning out as he began to go on some demented tangent about how O.J. Simpson was actually responsible for the death of Princess Diana. Okay, seriously, what the fuck? Buzz fucking smashed into Zurg with the force of a fucking train and screamed, "Whoa!" Then Zurg turned around, called Buzz a quote, fucking incel and started rapping some fucking Quavo song. Hey Buzz, what is a skeleton's favorite snack? Zurg asked. Zurg, what the fuck? I don't know. What is a skeleton's favorite snack? Buzz asked. Spare ribs, dumbass! Zurg screamed as he fucking suplexed Buzz. Buzz then opened another secret compartment in his ass and started taking some kind of fucking pills before he suddenly got way stronger, probably thanks to the pills, and fucking smashed Zurg's head in, destroying his stupid ass horns. Yo, knock this shit out, Buzz! Zurg said as he started clutching his crotch. Zurg, why the fuck are you doing that? Buzz asked. I gotta pee, dude! Seriously! Said Zurg, and so Zurg took a thick purple piss straight out of the fucking dresser he and Buzz were fighting on. Dude, why the fuck is your piss purple? Buzz asked. Because I piss lean! Zurg screamed. Apparently whoever made this movie thought I wanted to see Zurg pissing purple drank down the side of someone's fucking dresser, but I didn't. I really fucking didn't. Buzz then responded by saying, wow, that sure is something, Zurg. Why? Back at Star Command, we call that a piss shitotronic fucka hoo yeah pissy doodle piss poncho hoo. That was fucking it! I closed my computer I was watching the film on, I picked it up and fucking drop kicked it. That fucking PC went flying through the motherfucking wall into my next door neighbor's apartment. Then 5 apartments down. My friend, you need to get the fuck away from Toy Story U. Seriously, it's for your own good. I thought I was done the last time, but it should have been, but it wasn't. And now you know. So just get the fuck away from it. But you know, you've still got a friend in me, partner. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see Toy Story U6 like an absolute psychopath, please like the video and subscribe, as I would also greatly appreciate that. And if you want to read it for yourself, it's in the description below. And with that being said, I will see you guys in next week's video.